This podcast is not a substitute for a relationship with your mental health professional. Hey, family. Welcome back to another episode of the Mental Health is a Lifestyle podcast with your girl, Andrea Wise-Brown. And if you're just scrolling by and you like, okay, how did I end up here with this girl with this big mouth and all this blonde hair? What she got going on? I just want you to come on, check in, click this little button on your computer or your phone, the subscribe button, subscribe to the podcast, like the podcast, and share the podcast because you are getting ready to be delighted with a little bit of empowerment, education, motivation. All right. So you came here for a reason. So stick around and join the family. And family, I am back and I am so happy to be here with you and for you to be here with me. So today we are going to talk about, we jumping right in. We are talking about disappointment. So I'm sure that in your life, you have experienced disappointment because it is just a part of the human experience here on this earth. And I will remind you, like I always say, my belief is that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And here on this earth, woohoo, during this journey, we will experience a lot of different emotions that we don't like. We'll experience roadblocks that we don't like. And today, that's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're talking about is how to get over those roadblocks, which today I'm going to call disappointment. We get disappointed in life. Disappointment brings up so many different emotions, when you really have a thought or a plan or some goals or a vision or a dream, and you come to find out that it's just not going to happen. Well, that's disappointing. And it really can feel like a roadblock and it can shut you down. But guess what, family? It's not going to shut you down because your girl here, I get disappointed too. Okay, I do. We all do. But I'm here to tell you what to do. Okay, because we are going to work through this together. So, first thing that I want you to do when you get disappointed about something, when you experience some kind of disappointment, oh my gosh, is acknowledge your feelings. How am I feeling? So you have a vision for something, you're thinking about something, you want to do something, and you get there or you get close to it, or maybe the disappointment could be rejection. You reached out to somebody because you wanted to work with them or you wanted to do something or you had a business plan and you thought it was going to go one way and then come to find out it didn't. Or maybe there was like a friend, you had these expectations for a friend or a family member, you know what I'm saying, a relationship, and then all of a sudden you found out some untruth, something that happened that was devastating to you, and it took your hope away for what you wanted to be or what you thought was going to be. Okay, so we experience disappointment, and disappointment is challenging to get through. And when you're disappointed, the first thing you have to do, you don't have to do it, but I'm going to encourage you to do it, is to acknowledge what you are feeling. Don't run away from your feelings. Don't push your feelings down, because let me tell you something. Anything that you push down in your body, it has to come out. It's going to come out in one way or another. And a lot of times when we don't express how we feel, at some point it just builds up and it explodes. But it can explode from anger outbursts. It can explode with ailments, like physical ailments, because our body keeps score. Because anytime you push your emotions down and you push your feelings down and you deny them, then they fester in your body. And what happens is the cortisol in your body starts to rise. And the cortisol in your body adds inflammation. That inflammation affects your organs. And this is where a lot of disease comes from. So, where we going is, let me come back out that rabbit hole of talking about, because I will link now your body to your mind, okay? But bringing you back to acknowledging your feelings. This is why you must do it. You should get it out. I'm saying definites like should and must, and you don't have to do any of this, family. If you want to be healthy, it is best to get it out. What is the feeling? Sometimes when we're devastated, we feel, grief. You say it. I feel angry. I feel sadness. Acknowledge the feeling after the disappointment and get it out. I will say that I told you guys last week that my next step in the healing of my foot, this is an Andrea moment, okay? Bringing you into my life, because I told you I'm going to do that. I'm going to be transparent. And so I'm scheduled to go to physical therapy. I could not wait to go to physical therapy, family, because I've been moving around this world. No boot. I ain't going backwards. I'm not dependent on the old support that I had that was weighing me down, that was only there for a certain period of time. It was prescribed for a certain period of time in my life. And it made me feel safe and secure, but yet and still it was crushing me. It was holding me down to where I could not move around. I couldn't heal. I couldn't move through the world the way God would have me move through the world. So I had to listen to biology, listen to the doctors, to science, and trust God and take that boot off that foot that was like supporting my foot and holding it and making sure that if I hit it, I wouldn't break it, right? So this is as I'm healing. But during the healing process, I had to take the boot off. Taking the boot off, and family, if y'all want to learn all about this, I talked about this on the last, and as a therapist, I'm like the last session. It wasn't the last session. It was, but it wasn't the last episode. So I took the boot off, and I'm just telling you, family, no, I ain't go back to the boot. I didn't go back to the boot. I didn't go rely on the boot. I'm out here in this world trying to regain my strength in my foot, trying to see what it is, how it is. How can I walk, in the most appropriate, healthiest way is possible with leaning on God. Yes. Is it a little bit slower? Absolutely. Does fear still come up? Absolutely. Sometimes, do I get tired? Do I get exhausted? Absolutely. Do I have feelings of sadness, fear, frustration? Absolutely. But let me tell you what I do during the process. I feel my feelings. So y'all know I couldn't wait to get to physical therapy. I don't know if you know I couldn't wait, but I was scheduled to go to physical therapy because this is a part of it, because I told you I am trying to recalibrate these hips, honey, with this foot and this leg, so I can walk the way I walked before, even better than that. I'm gonna walk better than that. I'm claiming it. So I'm scheduled for physical therapy. Everything is going the way it's supposed to. I guess that God would have it go. And I get up in the morning. I had a very early appointment to go to physical therapy. And through the whole weekend, I'm like, ooh, physical therapy. I got physical therapy on Monday at 8 a.m. before I see my clients. Yes, I am going to physical therapy before my clients. Family, I get up super early. I get up at 6 o'clock a.m. I get up, I go to the gym, come back from the gym, I'm getting dressed, I'm getting ready to get out and go to this physical therapy so I can meet this therapist, and so he can teach me what to do with my foot, how to do with my foot, so he can help me with this healing, because I've been doing everything I'm supposed to do. Well, I get a call 5 minutes before I'm about to leave out the house, fully dressed. Yes. Hey, family. I have something for you. I'm excited for you to see this, and hopefully you'll taste it. So, this is a protein drink that I love. And guess what? It has only what you need. That's the name of it. OWYN, which stands for only what you need. It is a protein drink with 20 grams of protein. Oh my gosh. But my favorite flavor is dark chocolate. So in the mornings before I go work out, I will drink this protein drink, and it's so good. As I told you, I'm always going to be transparent with you about how I make mental health a lifestyle. And this is a part of how I take care of my mind and my body. All right. And so this is 100% plant based, 100% gluten free, and 100% vegan. It has an excellent source of omega 3s. It contains 3 grams of prebiotics. It's a good source of fiber. It has essential amino acids, greens blend, and peas from North America. And I'm going to repeat, it is 100% plant-based, 100% gluten-free, and 100% vegan. Family. And let me just tell you, even sometimes during the afternoon, in between clients, if I get hungry and I feel like I need something, but I can't really sit down for a meal, I will go to the refrigerator and get only what I need. And this is the flavor, but they have so many other flavors. And family, you can get them from everywhere, wherever you shop. So Walmart, Target, Whole Foods, you can find them everywhere. All of the grocery stores. So they have vanilla, okay, vanilla, and it's 20 grams of protein. Cookies and cream, there she is. They also have, if you are into coffee, they have one that's called a cold brew coffee. So if you're into coffee and the taste of coffee, cold brew coffee, and it's still a protein drink with 20 grams of protein. They also have mocha latte, caramel macchiata, and a vanilla latte. So these are the different flavors. Vanilla latte. Okay. And let me tell you this. So all of these that I just told you about, you can find them in the grocery store. But then there's one that you can only get online, and that flavor is strawberry banana. It's only what you need. That's what's in here. Only what you need. So, family, don't you ever say that I didn't give you nothing. That I didn't give you nothing. So please go out and try it. I mean, I drink them all the time, and I really do enjoy them because they have only what I need. Andrea, can I speak to Andrea? I'm like, yeah, hello, good morning. Well, we just want to tell you that your therapist that you're supposed to meet with this morning, he is ill. And so he's not coming in. And we don't have anything else today for you. So we're going to have to cancel your physical therapy for today. Family, in that moment, you want to talk about disappointment? In that moment, as I'm on the phone with this woman, if I could have just screamed, I'm not going to scream because I know you right here, I don't want to blow your eardrums out. But if I could have just screamed, I would have screamed. Okay. If I could have got on the floor and just kicked and screamed and threw my arms and kicked my legs and rolled up and down the floor, I would have. In that moment, immediately. So I got quiet. She's like, hello, hello. I'm just calling to let you know. I'm like, in that moment, family, I acknowledge my feelings. Okay. I'm disappointed. I am disappointed, but my feelings, I'm sad. I'm a little angry. But then I had to sit with it. She's like, hello. And then number two, family, what I'm going to tell you to do, because this is what I did. Don't take it personal. Don't take the disappointment personally. So I said, okay, hello, because I thought I can't take this personally. The man is sick. If the man is sick, he's sick. And the reality is, if I go back to my principles, everything that happens the way it's supposed to. God is always conspiring for my good. So it's obvious that I'm not supposed to go to that place today. And it's obvious that I'm not supposed to get the physical therapy today. And it could also be obvious that I ain't supposed to get it from him. Boom. Okay. So this is probably 3 minutes in as she's on the phone saying, hello, right? All this comes to me. I'm like, okay, thank you, God. He downloaded. Don't take this personally. The man is sick. This lady, she didn't want to call you. She's doing her job. And don't take it personal that you're not going to get what you wanted today, what you were looking forward to today. Don't take it personally. Go back to the laws of the universe. Rely on God and his process. If it was supposed to happen, it would happen. As my friend Susie would say, it would be easy. And so I've learned this before. So I don't force anything. So I'm not calling, well, could you get me in? Well, could you? No. Okay. So when is the next available appointment that you can get me in? I'm thinking I'm still disappointed though, y'all, but I'm not taking it personally. When is the next appointment you can get me in? And then I started to think maybe it was too early for the physical therapy. Maybe I'm supposed to keep moving through the world, getting stronger on my own. Maybe that's what this is, but I don't know. I'm open to it. I'm open to it. And this is what I'm saying is number 3 is challenge your perspective. What's the perspective? What glasses are you looking through? So my perspective was, oh my gosh, when I get there today and this man works with me, I'm going to be walking. He's going to tell me how to do it. I'm going to be recalibrated. Like everything, I'm thinking that it was going to help the process. I was going to get to my goals faster. I mean, that was my perspective. That was the story I was telling myself. But now, because life is playing out, life happens for us, not to us. What's getting clear is that I need to challenge my perspective. Challenge my perspective. All that I thought that was going to happen on this morning at 8 a.m. wasn't going to happen. It was not going to happen. It wasn't supposed to happen. And it wasn't supposed to happen with him. Whomever that person is, he must not have been the one for me. He was not the one, obviously, that has the golden ticket. Y'all got what I'm saying? Challenging my perspective. Number 4, practice gratitude. I looked at myself. I said, I ain't say self. I said, Andrea, you already grateful. You're grateful that you woke up this morning. You're grateful. Practice gratitude. Look around you. I'm grateful for my bed that I love. You understand what I'm grateful for the little things. I have a place to live. I'm grateful that I can walk. I'm grateful that I'm on this healing journey. I already did my workout. Like, I'm grateful I have some time this morning. I can do some other things that I have been putting off that I need to do. Like, I'm grateful. I can do my notes. I can show up to my sessions early. I can set my day. I am great. I'm looking for things to be grateful for. Just the little things. I know today I'm going to make salmon. You know what I'm saying? As I meal prep for the week, I can kind of get my salmon together. I can prep it and take it out. Like, I have more time this morning. I'm grateful. But I'm also grateful for whatever it is that God saw that I did not see. So whether I was supposed to be with this guy or not, as you know, as he was trying to give me the therapy, maybe he's not a good therapist. Right? And check this out. I'm thinking, I ain't trying to catch no cold. Right now in my life, as I'm trying to get this walking thing together, get this left foot together, I don't need to have another cold. I don't need a cold right now. No, God says that ain't on the menu for you, baby girl. It ain't on the menu for you. So I received that. I'm grateful, God, for all that you are lining up for me. I am grateful for your desire. I am grateful to be in alignment with what you believe that should show up in my life. Gratitude. When you show God that you are grateful for what is, that is when abundance comes. When you show God that you are grateful, I am repeating this, for what you already have, you'll notice first that you really have a lot. And then number two, that opens up the doors for more, for abundance. So practicing gratitude is so, so, so important to find quality of life. So practice gratitude. It may challenge you, but it's the little things. Look at the little things, because when you start to look at the little things, they become really, really big. And then number 5, which is the biggest of them all, and I will always say this, is trust God in all of the disappointments. Let me tell you something. I will repeat this. As we live here on this earth, as we are on this journey called life, with these peaks, which are the great times, and the valleys where the lessons are, we will be disappointed. It is a part of the human experience. I remind you, my belief is that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And during this human experience on earth, we will be disappointed. You will be. It's a part of life. But trust God through the disappointments. And God allows disappointments so that we can learn, so that we can get better, so that we can come closer to Him. We were born in His image. The Bible says it, the Quran says it, and the Torah says it. We were born in His image. And so, growing up in life, in the households that we were growing up in, with the caregivers that we had in the household and outside, a lot of that esteem and sense of self-worth that we had when we came out of our mama's hoo-ha is stripped away through interactions of other people. And as we are on this journey called life, we're just showing up, going through these lessons and these trials, you know what I'm saying, in life, so that we can learn and grow and come back to that God body, come back to that God in us. And so during our disappointments, I believe God allows the disappointments so that we can learn. That means it's time to learn something, going to the perspective of, challenging your perspective. This is happening for me, not to me. It might feel like it's happening to me because it's painful, right? Because it got in the way of it blocked my hope, because it's making me sad, because I'm grieving. So it's hurtful. Yeah, it hurts. But sometimes you have to go through hurt in order to get your strength. And God sets it up like that. You go to the gym. If you just walk in the gym and walk back out and you just whistling, and you're not really challenging your muscles, where your workout should hurt a little bit. When your workout hurts, then you start to build muscle. You start to build muscle. You start to build, resilience. You start to build your strength. That's what you do. But that comes from a little hurt, from a little pain. And so in life, disappointments, they bring us hurt and they bring us pain. But they're also set up for our good. What are the lessons in the disappointment? What is God trying to teach me? Even about me. Is there some energy that I put out? And so now I'm receiving that energy back. And is that where the disappointment came from? time for me to sit and to understand. In order for me to understand it, for me, I have to ask God, give me clarity, Lord. Give me clarity right now as I sit in this disappointment. And I'm trusting you. I'm trusting your word. I'm trusting what you told me, because you told me that if I delight in you, you understand what I'm saying. The desires of my heart you'll give me. You promised me abundance and prosperity when I do your work. So I'm looking forward. I know it's here. So the pain and the disappointment does not feel like that, Lord. Oh, so it must be here for my good. So what am I to learn from this? Is there something I need to learn about me? Is there something I need to correct in me? Is it something that I need to see in someone else? Is it something you're trying to show me about someone or something else? You know, even that school of thought for me, like I said, maybe the guy who, going back to my physical therapy today, maybe he was not the one for me. God has already set me up, like removing him from my life. You understand? Maybe that place is not the place for me, because I know for sure. Now, this is what I know for sure, because it's supposed to be easy. So what I know for sure is if they cancel again with me for their second appointment, I'm not going there. I'm going to find another place. Then that was not the place for me. You get it? You get it? And it's going to be okay. And am I going to be disappointed? Yeah. But not as much as I was disappointed this morning for the 3 minutes. Because I get it. Because I trust God. All right? Okay, family. So when you're disappointed, number one, you're going to acknowledge your feelings. Number two, you ain't going to take the disappointment personal. Even if somebody rejects you, even if somebody tells you you ask them for help, or you're trying to get a job, or you're trying to connect with this person, you ask them for an opportunity. When they say no, that means that they weren't the one. They were not the one for you. Don't you take it personally. Number three, you challenge your perspective. Don't you go down to the woe is me. Oh boy, this happened to me. Life just keeps dumping on me. Whoa, like life happens to me. No, life happens for you. Life happens for you. You're strong. Get up. Get up. It's not just you. We've all been there, and we'll be there again. You are not the only one. Okay? Pull it together. Challenge your perspective. Life happens for you, not to you. Number four, you're going to be grateful. You're going to look for everything around you and express gratitude. You're going to practice being grateful. Practice gratitude. What am I grateful for that I already have? So that you can open up the windows to abundance to get in more. And number five, family, trust God. Trust him, because he's got it. He already knows how this thing is going to play out. So you trust him. I'm leaving that boot in the closet. Trust God, because the insurance company probably charged me, I don't know how much for that boot. But trust God, because I'm not going to worry about that, because God's going to take care of that too. All right, family, this is another episode of the Mental Health is a Lifestyle podcast with your girl. Yup, yours, your girl, Andrea Wise-Brown. And family, I can't wait to see you on the next episode. I love you, love you, love you. Long time.